last time I streamed. Maybe it was yesterday. Who knows? But today, I wanted to talk about this stupid game. This stupid game called Marvel Rivals, bro. This is actually irritating, bro. It's so irritating because the issues with this game don't even stem from the game itself. This game is fun, bro. Fun as hell. It is one of the funnest games that I have ever played. It is my first hero shooter, and I have so much fun on it, bro. I love this game. But earlier I was watching a video, right? And it was by some guy named Gallus underscore Overwatch. I think Gallus was spelled Gallus. Doesn't matter. But basically, it was about why nobody likes tanking, why everybody hates tanking or whatever, right? And I was like, bro, that's so disingenuous. Because anybody that has tanked, I'm telling you right now, anybody that has tanked loves to tank, bro. Hold up, how many hours do I have in this game in total? So, in terms of all modes, I have 387 hours in this game. Right? In terms of simply ranked, I have 137, let's say 138 hours. So a little bit less than half of my playing time is in competitive, and most of my playing time is in quick competitive, right? I don't play too much competitive. I feel like I've had a decent career in competitive for how little I play of it. And then obviously, as you can see, I've played a shit ton of matches in, a shit ton of, I don't get a lot of MVPs in competitive. I kind of just like to take the backseat, kind of let my teammates do the work, right? Anyways, what do I mean by what I just fucking said by the title? That Marvel Rivals does not have a role issue, but in fact a player issue. And I'd like to point out that the games that I'm about to get into are dog shit. These games are dog shit. By me playing, I was playing like dog shit. It didn't really matter what role I was playing. I didn't feel like I was playing to my best capabilities. But when you look at the rest of my team, right? When you look at the rest of my team, it makes you wonder exactly what was the problem, right? Because, you know, I'm not saying that deaths are entirely like the reason why you lose your games. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that if you live more, you're going to win. I'm not saying that if you die less, you're going to win. But I will say that dying has a role to play in your games. Like this game, I went 15-10. Right? I'm playing Jeff the Landshark, so most of those deaths, like at least 2 of those deaths are from ultimates. So where I also got their backline, but I'm not gonna go into that right now. I'm not gonna go into that. Instead, what I want to talk about first is I want to talk about the issues with the community. Right? This community is dog shit. I've already made a video / stream where I talked about the community being ass, and it was back when White Fox came out, and guess what they did? The community complained about her even though she was balanced, so then they buffed her, and now the community's complaining about her because she's broken. They can't make up their mind, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, it's mainly DPS players. If you are a DPS main and you have never touched another one of the other single roles a day in your life, I guarantee you are of the same sentiment, bro. And if you're not, thank you. You actually have a brain. So first things first, what I want to talk about is I want to talk about the reason why this game is so miserable. And it has to do with my other video / stream where I talk about why gaming is miserable, period. It's because of people making games overly competitive. But then this game is almost the exact opposite issue. It ties in. It's people, bro. People want Marvel Rivals to be this uncompetitive game, but then they hopped into ranked. It literally says competitive. I can't spell it out. I can't spell it out for you, bro. If you can't read, get the fuck out my games, bro. If you can't read, genuinely don't queue up to my games, bro. It says competitive, but I have people that don't want to be competitive, and I have a game to prove this. This game exactly proves this. Bro, this game was some of the most dog shit game I've ever played, bro. It was genuinely the most unfun thing I have ever played. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I almost lost my shit. I genuinely almost lost my shit, bro. Like, actually, I almost made a video simply because of this game and this game right here where we went 4-5 and we still lost that. And I'm gonna be honest, bro, I was getting angry because I had Mr. Camper on my team. Bro, I want to make this clear. You dying 21 times but having 16 finals is not a good thing. I don't give a fuck if you go 33. I don't give a fuck if you go 160. Why do you have 60 deaths? Why do you have 21 deaths, the most in the lobby by far? I mean, man is close to you, but that's another dude on my team. Why? Why are you guys dying so much? How? How does one die so much, yet they get to this rank? Dog, look how many heroes he played. He damn near played 10 heroes. He was 2 away from playing 10 heroes. He played 8 different heroes in the game, and not once could he find the solution. Look at this dude. Celestial 3, right? You think, okay, this guy was a decent gamer, right? I don't even care if it was during the season where everybody was basically boosted, which it was, right? I was also boosted that season, but he's been pretty comparable to me. Season 7.5 hit Grandmaster 1, right? He's pretty comparable, bro. This dude then proceeded to hit Celestial 3 again, literally the right before, but he has 21 deaths. What I don't understand is how do people go? He plays this game every fucking day. 108 hours on one hero? Bro, this game is your life. I don't even play the game this much. I don't even play the game this much. This is all in-game hours, by the way. I'm getting mad. So I'm talking shit. He primarily plays competitive too. It makes it even worse. Makes it even worse in my opinion, bro. Dog. The fact that this guy has won games and I continue to lose, to be fair, he got off the game after he won. Makes sense. But I can't stand that, bro. I can't stand when people do this. Genuinely. And like the issue that I'm having is that he has been rewarded for his shitty behavior, bro. Like somebody that he knows is rewarding him. I don't remember when our match was. When was this? This was literally just yesterday. So, yeah, it was yesterday. Like, somebody has been rewarding this behavior, bro. Somebody that he knows has been, like, rewarding him for dying this much. And I genuinely don't know who. If I could find out who it is, bro, I would grab that dude by the throat. Dog. This dude would get grabbed by the throat. Dog, he's played so much that I don't even see the game. Yeah, like when we played, it was at 9:28 a.m. and his most unrecent game is at 9:43. So he's played so much that you can't even see the game anymore, bro. Anyways, what I want to do today is I want to spectate this guy and show that, you know, supports aren't, because healing obviously isn't the issue. Healing obviously isn't the issue. The amount of heals that you're getting obviously is not the problem, right? Could I have done more damage? Yes. Would I have done less healing though? Probably. This guy ended up going, what's the name though, and it really started fucking with me. But originally I was playing Rocket. And I'm gonna explain why originally I was playing Rocket once I get into the game. Cause I don't understand, bro. I genuinely don't understand. Like, I'm not even saying I played well, but this guy, Mr. Camper, and this Man Nye guy, they were blaming me and our other support for heals. And I was like, yo, bro, the issue isn't the heals. The issue is that we're not playing our life. So originally I started out on Rocket, right? Because Rocket's beacon is a really powerful resource. And I've been having games where my teammates have just been falling over. So I was like, low key, I'm going to go ahead and get Rocket Beacon. That way, you know, if they die, they can come back. But I'm going to show you why I switched off of Rocket onto Jeff. So first things first, let's actually go back there. So first things first, we're playing Wolverine. Wolverine wants to grab tank. I died here. It was stupid. I was looking at my I was paying more attention to something else. I'm not gonna lie. So this first part is on me. This first part is very much on me. First part is very much on me, right? However, they are down to support. If you are down to support, being aggressive like this is not the play, especially in the beginning where everybody's set up, where nothing has happened, where no picks have gotten. You feel what I'm saying? We've already banned a good majority of dive, so I know that I won't be getting dived this game. And if I do get dived this game, it'll be like by DD or Magic or something, and I can handle that pretty much. They end up going Magic later, and I don't end up handling that. I still died way less than my teammates, but I realized, I was like, okay, in terms of surviving on Rocket, I have that's for later though. That's for later. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so right here, obviously I'm dead, so I'm not gonna speak too much about what happens, right? He ends up dying here. Or no, I don't think he dies here, but I don't have Beacon, so we end up getting Jubilee, right? This is where we should have gotten really aggressive. We have Jubilee. He sees their Phoenix. He knows that he can't just willy-nilly approach. I'm not gonna speak too much in terms of what's the names. Nor am I gonna point out like simple mistakes like aiming. So he presses their Phoenix. He fails to grab her. He gets her. Right? At this, I think we got it at this point. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got it here.
Got your back, bub.
So far, we're playing really well.
Got your back, bub.
Right? Nobody is overextending and dying. Right? So far, the only people on my team that have died has been me. I'm the only one on my team that has died so far, and it's because I was being stupid and I didn't play cover. This is when they went to Hela. They got off of Phoenix and got onto Hela. I don't know why they did this, to be honest. Hela ult is really strong. It's stronger than Phoenix ult though, so it's fine. But that kind of enables me though, because we can go ult for ult, and I'm cool with that. So you see, I get beamed off there, off a high ground by Cyclops, and then I decide. This is when I decide, okay, I'm gonna start playing more cover. So as you see, I'm playing with the cart to my left. I switch here because I'm like, okay, I can still see down there. I can still see my people right here. Everybody that is within my sight that I want to heal is within my sight. Everybody that I don't want to see me can't see me. I pinged my ult because I wanted my, you're going to see me ping it. I wanted my thing to know that I was cool with ulting with him when he engaged. So I get up here so that way I can see better because I plan on ulting. I'm looking for him. I'm looking for him. I see my thing over there. I'm waiting for him to engage here. Because I see the Hela in the back, and I know that's what he wants. See me throw it out right there. I was pinging my ult. I don't know why my Cloak and Dagger decided to ult too, but it was fine because we also forced out their stuff too. Everybody ults here. It's just, I literally can't see anything like that, so I just decide to leave. We end up getting some good picks. Nobody on my team dies. And all that's left is Jubilee cleanup. I can't really aim on Rocket, I'm not gonna lie. Shooting on Rocket this is another reason why I switched as well. Okay, let's go back to him. So they get some good kills. Once again, let's look here. The only person on my team that has died so far has been me and Cyclops, but Cyclops got revived by the beacon. So far, we are playing really well. We played offense really well, by the way. So you see him waiting. He's waiting for him to engage. He's waiting for his thing here. He's playing really patiently here. This is what I like to see. He goes in when nobody can see him, when nobody knows that he's back there, when he's in the blind spot. He waits for Cyclops, and we get some good picks on their juke. So now it's just her by herself. We get her. He's going to die here. Never mind. I forgot he had passive. So he's fine right now. He's chilling. They get my Cyclops. I don't think I had Beacon down. No, I had to get Beacon because Cyclops came back here and he was threatening to destroy my shit. I threw it down here though. My Magneto walks because he knows he can. And this was the beginning of the end. I'm not gonna lie. So not only does he have his whirlwind to get out of there too, he also has his leap. He could have survived that if he wanted to. I'm assuming he started having connective issues. I don't really know what happened with this guy, actually. So he jumps on her. He gets grabbed. I think he assumes that he's gonna die. If he gets kicked and then he just stops moving. That's okay though. So far everybody's kept their deaths to a minimum. We only have 2 here, 1, 1, 1, and 0, 0.
Like a bad penny, I just keep coming back.
So far we're still doing really well. So then you may be wondering, how if this guy is playing his life really well, if there was only one time where he made a silly mistake, is overstanding, not knowing who his team was, how in the world does he end up getting 21 deaths? And that's what we're about to watch. I don't understand how we lost this game, realistically. I don't understand how he has 21 deaths. I'm not even saying that his 21 deaths is the reason why we lost, but it's definitely a contributor. Because we would go into team fights in a 5v6. And I don't know if y'all know this, but 5 is less than 6. So if there are 6 people doing damage shooting at us, and they have 2 healers, and there are 5 of us with 2 healers, but we only have 4 people, no, not 4, we only have 3 other people doing damage, right? I'm confused. I also went rock. That's also another reason why I went Jeff, because you can't really do damage with Rocket at the same time. Yes, his team up is good for damage and heals, but the heals are kind of inadequate compared to his supports. I think it's another good pick. Like I said, offense was really good. We played really well on offense. We were getting picks. Nobody was truly overextending like that. I would have liked it if he had just focused their Emma, honestly, or just jumped into their back, because he almost died there. But it's fine. We end up forcing him off, and we end up forcing them back really hard here. I end up getting my ult once again. I want to combo it with Thing, because a big issue with Thing's ult is that he can't do good damage. It doesn't matter, like, he'll hit a good amount of people, but he needs another ult to combo that with. So I was like, all right, I'll combo my ult with you. I was looking for it this entire game. Even if he didn't die there, I believe that's a waste of his passive. That's a resource that we no longer have now, that he has to wait on cooldown for at this point. But it's fine. I was looking for Thing ult there. Like I said, we played offense really well. So I'm just gonna skip past the offense, because we played that Forge team really well. It was on defense where things took a turn. I'm going to skip to when he gets onto Punisher. When he gets onto Punisher, that is when things truly take a down. I don't even know why he hopped on Punisher, but he hopped on Punisher and it was abysmal. I believe he hopped on Punisher. Okay, here we go. So he's playing Flank Punisher. That just needs to be known right now. So we went from having, at most, I think he had 2 deaths in the first half. I don't even know if he had that. He might have only had 1, right? To having 5. That's not bad. It's not terrible. Look at their team. They've been dying the entire game. Right? He's already back here, so I want him to just sit on cart. He dies because he can't be healed because of Lasky, by the way. As well as, what's his name, ult going off. Both of them died from overextending. So he wastes my beacon, but it's fine because it served its purpose. It revived somebody. Right here, I'm like, okay, we gotta back up. He wants to take this 1v1 with Magic, and damn near gets exploded. I'm still looking at him, by the way. If you look at my orbs, they're still on him. Right here, I'm like, yo, you do more damage to Dino off of just straight shots because of how large his head is. Like, yes, shotgun does good damage, but the issue with Dino is that he has the shield. And once he puts up that shield, shotgun Punisher into Dino doesn't really work there. Me personally, if I'm playing Punisher, which I don't really play Punisher, but if I'm playing against a Dino, I always switch to gun because you're gonna hit so many more headshots. I don't know why he's trying to get to this health pack, by the way. Okay, I guess he wasn't. I guess he was trying to get up here on this angle, but he can be seen by like the whole team from here. Like you see how Magic, I guess Magic, like this is the thing, Magic's seen him. That's the only reason why she would come up here. Nope, she didn't see him. It was an accident. But she was up there, so I'm assuming that she knew where he was up there.
Judge, jury, executioner.
This was the shit that make me angry, bro. You're about to see the dumbest Punisher of all time. There's a Dino eating at his ass. And instead of killing the Dino who is on his ass right now, he's consumed with killing these people right here. He's already forced them out of this hiding spot. Cyclops is going to clean any of this up. Look, he is focused on this Emma. He doesn't die to it, but still, it's just, he dies here because I don't even know what he's doing. But it's fine. He got some kills off of it, right? He's feeling himself 27-7. At this point, I'm not tweaking, right? Because I'm like, okay, I'm 10-2. My other support is 18-2. We are surviving. We're living. As you can see, for majority of this match, me and my other support, we had more healing than they did. So healing was never an issue. I don't even know what this lineup is. Going over here just puts him by himself. Like they're not, like most of these guys aren't even looking at him.
At this rate.
But now look, the Jubilee sees him, the Hela sees him, guess who can't see him? Just take a guess. Jubilee, Hela, both of them can see him. They're Magic. She sees that her Hela has him, she's no longer on him. Both of their tanks are up top. Their, what's her name, is chilling over here. They're chilling right here. Guess who can't see him? Just a slight guess. Just a slight guess. Just a slight one. Nothing too big, nothing too crazy. Y'all, I can't see him. Your other support can't see him. He has no way out. He goes back here, puts himself even further back. Jubilee is shooting at him. Hela sees him. Once again, she birds in. Now she has no escape tool. All Punisher has to do is click her. He wins that. Which is good. So now he's in their back line. Now, but they still have offensive pressure. Their Juke still knows he's back here. And guess who just came back and looked at him? I'll rewind it. So they see their Hela die. Their Magic knows their Hela is dead. And so now, what's finna happen is that Magic is finna chase him while he's obsessed with the Hela. Oh, never mind. No, she's not. She's low-key dumb. They could have pinched him. I'm not gonna lie. He should have gotten punished. But now she has Bird. So even if he managed to land a shot on her, like, Hela's winning that engage. So if he dies there, he gets revived. Watch him. I'm not even saying that what he's doing is a bad idea. It's a bad idea on his character, though. So he kills her. He low-key wastes his infinite ammo. Because he has infinite ammo with faster firing speed, by the way, because I'm on rock. He dies here. As per usual. It's fine at this point. Like I said, right now, I'm not tripping. Because guess what? It's not even that they still have more deaths than us, but it's because we're holding pretty well. Then I see this bush. This is the thing that tweaked me out, bro. This is the thing. These are the things I can't stand, bro. I don't know if it was this one or if it was another one, but yeah, it was this one. This was the one that made me mad. Yes, it was exactly this one, bro. Y'all gotta understand. From my POV, I just threw this shit down. I was like, alright, I'm gonna break it, because I don't want him to respawn right now. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't want him to respawn right now. I wanted to save it for one of my tanks, because I knew that my thing or whatever was gonna die. So I threw it out immediately, trying to get my thing up. And I was low-key mad because I was like, bro, if my Punisher wasn't just going around dying, I wouldn't have had to break it because I really want to save it for my thing. Because I knew that my thing was going to jump. I think I know for a fact these two are not queued up together. But the way that they were playing was tweaking me out. I died here, by the way, on some bullshit. I was being stupid. But then look at my Punisher again. Back here. Like, nobody's with you. It is only me and the thing alive. What are we doing? He dies for this, by the way. He's dead. I don't know who told him that he lives these. I don't know who told him that he lives these. I died to their magic. I'm not gonna lie. I died in a very stupid way. I should have just gotten out. Instead, I tried to wait for my team to regroup, and I played stupid, and I died. For the third time. And I'm not gonna lie, each and every single one of my deaths were my fault. And I was feeling like shit over my deaths. At this point, I wasn't even paying attention to how many deaths he had, though. Like, in total. Like, I wasn't really paying... But this is another play that tweaked me out, bro. So, I want to tell you where I am. I've just set up my thing, and I'm like, okay, we're definitely gonna hold them here, because if we go and then we engage in this tiny little spot, Hela's gonna click us. I don't know that she's here, but Hela eats right here. This passageway that they're in, Hela is eating here. On top of that, they also have an Emma. So I'm like, okay, if we try to engage in, my thing is going to die right here. He's going to get cut off. I can't see him. But here, at least, where we're set up right here, at least if Thing gets grabbed, right, I can still heal him here. Thing or Magneto, I can still heal both of them here. My Magneto was playing his life very well. He was getting in the mic and everything like that. I didn't say anything this game. I said nothing. I'm not going to lie. I said nothing this game. The only thing I said at the end is 21 deaths. So my Magneto tries to follow him. I don't know why. He knows that this dude is dumb. He knows that this dude is dumb. Look at this shit. We are flanking on Punisher. I have no issue with that. I have no issue with flank Punisher. But the issue is his ping. He's lagging. He has 124 ping. Look at their support. 28 ping. This person's also lagging. Good gracious. But still, the person who matters, she sees him. She knows he's there. She's not stupid. Look, she tells her Magic, yo, Magic, in there. Magic goes and she fucks him up instantly. He's so slow. I'm playing that again. He doesn't even hear her. Charge. He's looking at the fucking wall. Not real, bro. Not real individuals on my team. Thinks that throwing this down is going to get him the kill. They both know that he's in here. They fuck him up. He dies. So now, once again, it is a 5v6. Like, we're doing everything that we possibly can. I'm trying to shred their... What's the name? I know that Magic wants me. I decide to dip down. My thing gets her. I decide to play this left side. Dino comes over here, and I'm not going to lie. My movement on Rocket is not good. It is not very good. I decide to try and shred this guy. And I get fucked up because I'm being stupid and the Hela ult is out. That's on me.
My favorite time. Optic Fury.
The final 10 seconds.
I started racking up more deaths because I was trying to play faster. I was trying to do things, and I should have just slowed it down. I'm not gonna lie. I should have just kept playing the game that I was playing smart. I died here to the Magic, I believe. No, I didn't. I managed to get around and I managed to touch. You see how he just sits there and he waits? He has ult. And I understand why like, I think at that point, he wasn't pinging for heals. I don't remember ever like spam pinging for heals. But at this point, like, what he has to understand is we are all trying to hold this point. All of us are trying to hold this point. But I should have been behind him, I guess. Right there, I should have. I'll blame that one off. But we lost this. They end up capping for 3, even though they shouldn't have. They should have never capped for 3. But because we never had somebody else to help fight with us, they end up capping for 3. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm dying way too much. I have 4 deaths. I'm not joshing with it. We need a way to shut them down, especially that White Fox ult.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this.
I still decide to run Rocket though, because I'm like, his res beacon is really powerful. The res beacon is one of the main reasons why we're still in the game. And then you're about to see the reason why I actually start tweaking. This guy played 8 characters, remember that.
Gotta admit, I'm feeling a little squirrely.
I decided to shoot that in order to break that because nobody else is shooting at it. At this point, I put myself in a really bad spot. I remember that they had a Hela. She shot at me once, hit me in the head, shot at me again, hit me in the body. At this point, I'm like, okay, I gotta get down. I get down here. I had a really bad peek against the Hela here. A really bad peek. I see their magic over there to the left. I dipped inside, out and away. The only thing is I'm not timing my my shots. I jumped back in here, I don't even know why. But I was low-key wasting the magic's time. My nuts allowed me to basically survive her dive. But while I was doing that, she died, and then I think I got hit by like 2 things here. I don't even know what happened. I just exploded. Yeah, the dino hit me as well. He shot in there and just hit me by luck. That was really bad from me, though, I will admit. We end up portaling. We hold them for a little bit longer, but ultimately, there's not much that we can do. We end up dying. He ends up getting off a tank. No, he ends up going... Okay. Oh, I'm confused, bro. Okay. I don't know why he went at me here. I guess this is the original reason why I thought Manny and him were together, because they were constantly doing this. Like, one plays DPS, the other one plays tank. Anyways, I switched to Loki here because I was like, we need some survivability, and I thought runes would be a good way. Only thing is, I forgot that I can't play Loki, so I low-key wasted both of my things, forgetting how long the cooldown was, and that's why I'm saying, like, 100, like, your games are not always the fault of other people. So then I swapped to Jeff, a character that I was confident in that I could survive on. As you see here, I have 7 deaths. I don't like the fact that I have 7 deaths at all, by the way. I have 7 deaths, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play Jeff because I can also shut down White Foxhole as well. I low-key got a bad ult on Jeff later. I wasn't too aware of where I could go with Jeff. I was just trying to get them off the point. As you see here, I ult, I get their White Fox, and I get their Emma, and I get their Hela, and I just decide I don't want to risk it because I don't know if Hela has Bird, which she does. So if I spit and she spams it, she might get out. I don't know if I know that White Fox is in ult form at this point. So, but I don't want to also risk that as well, just in case that she's not. So I was like, all right, bet. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to just jump off the map with them. And that's exactly what I do. So I jump off the map with them. And there's only these people on point. And we managed to hold them 5-3. It's a good hold. Currently, Mr. Camper has 18 deaths, so he dies another 3 times. But at this point, I'm already irritated. I'm like, why is there a dude on our team with 18 deaths? Right? Like, I think I'm done watching this game. I think I've proven my point. Is that the issue with this game has nothing... Marvel Rivals doesn't have a support issue, bro. Like, yes, our support's strong. Duh. That's gonna happen in a game where characters can one-shot you regardless of if you're in a support ult or not. Yes. Do supports whine and moan sometimes? Of course. But do I see DPS players moaning more? 100%. They complain about support. They complain about heals. They complain about I didn't know she had an icon already. The hood. He's not even out yet. But they complain about heals. They complain about characters like Widow. I don't even think the Widow change was necessary. I thought there were some things that her kit that need to be changed and added, but I didn't think it was necessary. Like,
I'll take iron chains over an iron fist any day. I can hear them pound.
Like, I don't know, bro. Like, this game is strange to me. Because every single time I get on this game, it's always the exact same stuff. where it's people complaining about things that don't need to be complained about, things that like literally don't matter in the long and short of it.
6 in a row. Unbelievable.
Like, I don't even play this character, bro. I think that's like fairly obvious by the way I play.
That's what I call justice.
I think you can like...
Beast. Can't run from justice. Hear them getting closer. Pay for your sins. You're on my radar. It was a
Like, if you hit that, oh my god, people just die.
Double kill.
on the hunt.
That's 3.
Trial's over.
Wow. 4
Anyways.
in a row.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I want to wrap this up by saying that this game is just irritating, bro. Like every single time you play this game, it doesn't matter what you play. Like this game, I got blamed, but my lion went 5 and 10 on 5 different characters. We couldn't figure it out. And I also want to say this, that triple support is not the way, bro. Like, look here. We ended up going triple, and I was like, yo, bro, triple support is not how we're going to win this game. Like, genuinely, it was not how we were going to... Like, we put up a good fight in the first half of this game, right? But what happened was is that they ended up going to start countering me. Like, they ended up going triple so that way I couldn't just dive on them. And then on top of that, their cloak and dagger started literally just calling me out. And so she would look at me every single time. And so that's like... I failed to adapt there as well. Like, hold up, where's another game? I had a triple game one of these places. Here it was, bro. This guy ended up going, what's his name? Like, bro, it's like, I'm like, yo, can we play cover? Yo, can we play this? Yo, can we learn this? Can we learn that? And then I was doing that, excuse me, sorry. I was doing that the other day. I started getting irritated with it. And I was like, bro, like, why do I have to, like, explain to people how to play the game? Like, as you can see here, we are being pushed, bro. My Venom is 0 and 3, and I'm about to show you why he's 0 and 3. He's about to waste all his resources. He doesn't even get low, he pops his survivability. He jumps back in, he doesn't have his R1. And he wastes his swing. So now he doesn't have swing, now he doesn't have R1, he has nothing. He's gonna slam it. He gets R1 back, he wastes that, he already pops R1. He took a lick of damage, he already popped R1. This is a Lord Venom, by the way. This guy is Lord of Venom. We ended up holding him here. We don't hold them here, but he dies. Oh, he gets lucky. That's crazy. I thought he died here. I died there over there. I'm not gonna lie, I was playing bad too. But this guy was complaining about heals during the game. Mind you, you can't heal people that play like idiots. You have to learn how to play your angles and your character. So we end up going triple here. I don't know why they thought that triple was the reason why, like, not, like, heals were the reason why we were losing, but... I don't commemorate people for getting basic picks, by the way. The same way how I wouldn't commemorate myself for getting a basic pick, I'm not gonna commemorate other people for getting basic picks. We end up getting the Jubilee here because she's out of position. Once again, she's out of position. She overextended, not knowing that half her team was dead. All that took is hitting the D-pad and looking at the scoreboard and seeing that her team was respawning, and she could have walked back and they could have lived. We hold them here. Like I said before. We don't hold them here for long, though. They end up pushing all the way to 3. So, just a little spoiler. He's going to pop R1. Right here, this is where I would have popped R1. Because look, he is coming around this bend. Me and his Adam are right here. So he doesn't know where his supports are, and he dies with R1 off cooldown. So how? I don't know. He was complaining about not getting heals. He is being pocketed. Literally pocketed. I'm doing nothing but healing this man. Look at this. Constant stream. He's constantly jumping, constantly making it harder for me to heal him. He's not making it harder for them to hit him, by the way. I don't know like who told him that jumping up and down like a frog. I literally called him a bunny. I don't know who told him this. Their Squirrel Girl is not aiming. She is literally just tossing shit. So he has L1 and R1 off of cooldown. Everything is off cooldown for this guy and he died. Keep that in mind. When he comes back, it's even dumber, bro. So we end up getting pushed because this is a game about resources. He kills their Jubilee, which is really good for us, but already we've lost both of our supports. I'm the only support alive at this point. They're putting pressure on me. They want me dead. I have to back up here. I have to back up here. I can't see anybody here. I don't want to engage. Both of my supports are still coming back. Both of them are still coming back out of spawn. So it's just me right now. Both of them engage. I'm trying to heal this guy because I'm close to ult. I end up getting ult. See what I'm about to do. Look at this guy. He doesn't die here. At least I don't remember him dying here. Currently at 4 deaths. He's probably thinking I'm not doing too bad. He ults. End up getting a good pick off of it. He just keeps walking. There is an Emma behind him, by the way. There is an Emma behind him. And he is more focused on the Bucky and the Cyclops rather than the people putting damage into his back. R1 is still off cooldown. He dies. So a fight that we should have won became a fight lost simply because he doesn't want to use his cooldowns. But he blamed healing. Mind you. I died to that because I'm a fucking idiot and I hit the pole.
Only 60 seconds left.
So they end up capping here. Once again, this guy has died twice now with his abilities off cooldown. So he wastes his R1. He doesn't have that as a get out of tool. He uses his R1 here. I hear the Bucky ult, and my first instinct is to get the back line. I'm like, if Bucky has nobody to help him here, we eat. So that's exactly what I do. I grab the Squirrel Girl and the Jubilee, because I'm assuming that the Jubilee is close to ult, so that's what I grab. I know I can't grab the Cloak and Dagger because she has 2 get outs. I grab that. I don't spit them because the Cloak and Dagger is there and I don't have time to line that up. I'm not that good on Jeff. I don't play with I. So I take both of them off the map with me, and I know that we are running double support. So I know that even if I take this guy off the map with me, we still have 2 supports to their 1. So we're chilling. He finally uses his R1, though not successfully. Should have slammed right there. Now their Cloak and Dagger is going to get away unless my Iron Fist catches her. She comes back in, so she should die here. Realistically, they should have never pushed all the way to 3. We're lost. Look how lost we are. Their Cloak and Dagger is literally just walking. We kill the Cloak, though. He tries to jump their entire team by himself. What is my Venom doing during this time? Eating the wall. We end up getting them, though. Got their Cyclops, too. Is this the game where we didn't hold them all the way to 1? I know that we lost this game, though.
2, 1.
Maybe it was 1-2. I know that I lost this game because it's in my comp. I don't know. I felt like... No, that's another game. I'm thinking about another game. Anyways, we end up... I don't remember us pushing here. Like, we end up doing really bad. Let me skip up here. Okay, so as you see, I just skipped to about halfway through and we're still on first point. So once again, he's died with R1 off cooldown. Oh, never mind, it was on cooldown. So right now, he's 13-7. Once again, deaths aren't really an indicator, it's just a skill, but it's definitely an indicator as to what's going wrong. He's trying to fight. This guy was front-lining Venom. He is trying to fight their Bucky in the front, in his face, instead of diving the back. We waste our swing here, and we forced our White Fox to ult, and I didn't really like the ult. Not gonna lie.
Armed and again. Again.
I hear Bob Bob Typhoon, so I was like, okay, we are currently down. I need to get an ult here. I go into their back to try and get their Cloak and Dagger. She ends up ulting though, so I hold it until Jubilee comes back down. I grab her and Squirrel Girl again. Squirrel Girl has ult, so this was huge. This single play allowed us to push up, by the way. They had no heals, and they had no offensive ult. And I stay alive here, because we weren't running triple anymore. I tried to push him back in, but he decided that he wanted to stay. So at this point, I was irritated because I was like, bro, like, literally, if my Venom would just dive their backline and we could force out some of those cooldowns, my Iron Fist could eat in their backline for free. My Iron Fist was doing really well this game. I say really well, but it wasn't that well, but he was doing pretty good. Right? I feel like everybody had things to work on. We all had things to work on, but at this point, I was like, only me and my Iron Fist have been playing our life so far until this play. This play made me mad. I was like, yeah, we're getting kills, this, that, and the third. But I was like, you're solo back there by yourself. And once again, he dies off with R1 off cooldown. This is the type of shit that I'm talking about, bro. Why am I getting these fools in my games? This is the thing. These people have played these games and they have been bailed out time and time and time and time and time and time and time again by their supports for their bad plays. So he doesn't pop R1. It doesn't matter how low he gets. Trigger finger never hits R1. It's ridiculous. Absolutely insane. Absolute insanity, bro. But he blames his supports when he's not using his skills. He's not using his abilities.
You can't get rid of us so easy. Turn down that be grateful.
Once again, we're frontlining Venom, so they force out our R1 immediately. Whenever Squirrel Girl ults, I try to put myself in a position where if it comes towards me, it'll hit something else first before me. So that's why I went here. Because I was like, okay, if it comes here, I have to the left, I can go over there to the left, I swim over there to the left, or I can go to the right, get on top over here. I was like, I'm just gonna play my cooldowns here. That's why you see me back up here. I still see everybody's still within my LOS. Except for Iron Fist. He pushes up, gets punished for it. I don't know why she did this, by the way. Actually, I want to see that. I think that she TP'd onto the what's his name? No, she didn't. She got stuck in that hole. That's just unlucky. I was playing really stupid here. I should have just backed up. I was trying to make sure my Iron Fist would live so that way he could get back. But I should have just backed up and forgotten about him, I'm not gonna lie. Especially knowing that they had a Squirrel Girl. Once again, frontlining on Venom, it's never gonna work. You're gonna die every single time, bro. It doesn't matter how much healing I give you. Especially against Squirrel Girl. I'm trying to wait for one of their supports to ult, that way I can grab them. See, I hear 2 ults. I just died here, I'm not gonna lie. I thought my Venom was gonna push up with me. And I just get fucked. This is in hindsight a really bad one on my part. Because I should have grabbed their Squirrel Girl. Instead, I grabbed these 2 who are being watched by their Squirrel Girl. And then I get popped by their buddy who's also watching them, so. That's just a bad ult on my part. Once again, we're frontlining Venom. Never once do we try to keep swing for when we need to leave. Instead of looking, we're not even looking towards their back. We're looking towards their front. Guess who can still see him, by the way, if he jumps on? Who still has good sight? Like, guess who? Like, she's literally by herself. Actually, how do you do the free camera? How do you do the free camera, bro? Bird's eye view. Okay. This is actually better. Okay, so this is actually good for formation. So look here. My Magneto and my Venom are idiots. Absolute idiots. We are down 1 support, and we're down both DPS. We have no kill potential in our DPS, and we also have no sustain in our supports. I am by myself. During a Bucky ult. Bucky is still ulting. Watch. Forces back my Magneto. My Magneto, I think he lives here? He does. Because my what's-his-name comes back. Now, Venom is still by himself back here. I died to some stupidity, I'm not gonna lie, on my end. At this point, they see him. Right, you see my Jubilee shooting at him, he's backing up. But there's only so much he can hide. He then decides to engage on this person when uno, dos are in the back by themselves, no sights. A much smarter engage. But because he engages on her, I don't know why she freed. Cloak and Daggers this season, bro. They're stupid. Absolutely stupid, bro. Like, look at this shit. Why are we icing here? There's literally... Wait, is that Magneto ball? Oh my days, I didn't even see that. I didn't even know my Magneto was ulting that. That's my fault, actually. I had no idea. Okay, never mind, I'm the dumb one. I'm stupid. It's fine. So my Magneto tries to ult. Targets the Cloak and Dagger. Look, he should have just targeted the Bucky here. I'm not gonna lie, I would have preferred the Bucky to die. Phoenix should have held her ult just a little longer. But it's fine. Iron Fist dies. At this point, I'm getting irritated because Venom keeps jumping back here on top of me. And so he just wastes his L1. They get kicked off. That was lucky a smart play by their Emma. It was huge. I back up here. I still died though. Because I'm trying to wait for my Phoenix, but I should have just left. That's what I need to do. I need to start prioritizing my life over my teammates' lives. Alright, I'm done watching this shit. Anyways, like I said, this was more of a rant rather than, it wasn't meant to be anything educational. It wasn't meant to be anything of me looking at myself because I'm going to watch these by myself in a bit, and go over my own gameplay. I kind of went over it a little bit here by myself, but I'm definitely going to go over this 7-6 game. I'm definitely going to go over this 20-3 game. I'm definitely going to go over this other 7-6 game because there's always things that you can do to improve. But at some point in time, bro, you just got to admit that your teammates are bumbling idiots, bro. Like, these people are not smart at all. Anyways, that's all I got. I guess bye.